Yeah, I think to answer that questions, we have to put a disclaimer here that the chart that we just show, the money flow we just show to the audience is what happened in the previous cycle. We see that happened in 2017 and 2018, what happened in 2021 as well, and at the end of 2021, early 2022. But it's very different from the previous cycle until now, is that in the previous cycle, we see that the whole crypto market has only about few hundreds to a few thousand coins, and it's not diverse as now. Nowadays, we have a lot of meme coins, a lot of coins that pop up every day. We have 10,000 coins that trade on a daily basis. So that's why it changed from a very altcoin seasons into a very niche altcoin pumps that Nathan just mentioned. So I believe that is the reasons, and it can be very different from previous cycles until now. What do you think, Roshan?
I agree with you. I think if we look at, it started with gaming in the previous cycle, where you see people continuing playing the games after the market have even crashed, right? And it's what I said earlier, once we make real products. So for instance, storage is a good example. AI agents are a good example, right? Because people want products. Then they will continue to hold this stuff because they know come the next cycle, it's like actually like it's turning into the traditional market, right? Like you just pay a price now when the market's down for a future that no one can see, right? That's what the whole stock market's all about, and I would say BTC, right? It's like you pay a lower price now than everyone's going to pay in the future, and it's the same thing with AI agents. A good example because they're not just GPT wrappers. It's not just a classic GPT LML, or, that just prompt you stuff. They actually do stuff. And yeah, I think we are going into utility way more in this. And that's probably why it's unpredictable. That's why no one knows what's going on. That's why because there are a few people that can give you good TA, but no one really knows what's going on. No one does. We know that BTC has an ETF. That's what we know. We know that Ethereum can go to zero. We know that as well. Bitcoin's not going to go to zero.
A small percentage probability that might happen. I still believe in Ethereum.
Yeah, I think that's a very big factor. When you're investing in the traditional markets, traditionally you're thinking, these aren't companies that are going anywhere, especially if you're investing in large caps and indices, things like that. Whereas with crypto, you don't have that assurance. Just because something's hot now, Mantra, you brought that up a minute ago, Mantle. That was one of the top RWA projects. They lost $6.5 billion in market cap in like an hour and a half.
90%.
Yeah, it went down 95% in like an hour and a half. So, it's a very different world. It's a scary world that you do need to really know what you're doing if you're gonna get into this game. It's not a spray and pray kind of a thing.